Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today morning call, Friday, Feb.25, 2022, at 5 in the morning, 5 a.m. in New York. Hope to find you all well and safe, and looking for another morning call, trying to see how the market is early in the morning and before the open. So, looking for the overall picture around the world. We have the oversold bounce continuation from yesterday, with Europe and Asia both, Asia up almost 2%, Europe up bouncing 1%, but still a little bit shy from yesterday. Big pullback. Nasdaq, SP 500 and Dow pulling back a little bit from yesterday, but come on, yesterday move was pretty much insane, and we are going into those charts in a couple of minutes. Was pretty much insane. So some profit taking is expected, but the big question is if it was only day one and we have a continuation, or if it's going to give back some more of the yesterday gains on that big oversold bounce. Looking for the overall picture also, with oil pretty much stable, with crude around $93. Also the euro stable after yesterday pullback. The cryptos are on the green. Gold and silver pulling back, and something to keep on watch going forward. For today's agenda, we have some more talking, okay? So we have some more talking from central banks, and we also have some economical data at 8:30 before the market open on US. 10 a.m. also some more economical data. But once again, I believe that the biggest headline to watch right now is around the Russia and Ukraine, and if that will escalate. But considering the action that we saw yesterday on the markets, I believe that at least we have a short-term bottom here on the market. Now let's see the size of the bounce. Will give clues on what's next. But talking about the markets, we need to watch one of the indicators right now to see how the feeling is, and starting with Nasdaq. Nasdaq yesterday had a big reversal buy. One of the things that I said in yesterday morning call, if you paid attention, early in the morning, okay, we were around here, and I basically draw the resistance and the support line, okay, that I kept here. So all those lines you got from yesterday. And one of the things that I said was basically that bear case needs below 13k and bull case needs above this resistance line, okay? And from there we would be looking for yesterday, for the previous days, for Wednesday lows, and from there another level that it was a resistance, and another one up here. So those were the levels that I gave you yesterday. No one really knew how the flow would go after the market open, but if you respect those lines, bull case needs above here, so above this line you should go long. Bear case below here, below this line you should go short. So looking for the action after the market open, we have a retest here, okay, a retest around 8:25, 8:30. We had a retest on the support and it bounced, okay? So it means that bulls were pretty much defending those lows, okay? And after the market open, what we see? We see a break above the resistance line, a retest here on the once a resistance is broken, it becomes a support. So a retest on the support and starts making higher highs, higher lows. So from there, big short squeeze, and it was time to get long. So, and if you notice, it basically gone once above this resistance line, and right now this one should be as support. So where we are right now, we are very near, okay, on the pre-market we got very near these support lines, so that will be my support line for the day. So if bulls and the Nasdaq is a little bit lower this morning, 0.6%, so what I want to see if is this line it's going to, this support line, this level is going to hold. If yes, then I'll be looking for a possible continuation, red to green move, and the next level around here, also very near the 8-day moving average, okay? When it will be extremely bullish and painful for the shorts, if we break above the 8-day moving average around 14,100, okay, then we can have a big short squeeze all the way into the next level, 21-day moving average, and who knows if we can extend here in a big upside potential, okay? So this will be upside potential day 2 continuation on the move going from red to green. But once again, we are trading based on headlines, basically on geopolitical events, and no one can really predict what will happen. So that's why we build trading plan, yesterday highs, and look into the next levels as I've shown you. But you also need to be prepared as trader for possible fade. Okay, so if something bad comes, we can have a fade, and the size of the pullback will give clues on what's next. So basically, if we pull back, okay, if we pull back, we need, and that will be my trigger below this support line. Below here, then I'll be a little more bearish, but even though I will give a chance for the bulls to giving back half of the way, okay? So what I mean half of the way, this was a big candle yesterday. If we fade below this support level, okay, I'll be looking to give half of the way back as possible pullback, yeah, and from there it can try to resume once again. That on the short term, considering the oversold bounce. When it will be extremely bearish, it will be extremely bearish if they pull back more, if they give back more than yesterday gains, okay? Below here, then bad things can happen. Once again, I'm dealing with this as an oversold bounce. I've said yesterday, I'm comparing today this action, okay, from this week, comparing to this one, okay, where we have day, okay, 1, and I said yesterday, 1, 2, 3, 4, day 5 you bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, day 5 you bounce. Okay, so now it will be, it can be a big fight between bulls and bears, trying to see who is stronger. Okay, and what we need for bull case continuation, we need for sure above yesterday highs of the day and staying above that. So that for now it will be my focus. If we are able to go on Nasdaq above 14k, if yes, okay, then we can have a short squeeze continuation above 14k for a possible move higher into the next 2 levels that I have on the charts. Okay, but if we break down below, once a support is broken, it becomes a resistance, then I'll be looking for a possible pullback, giving back 50% of the gains and pulling back here, okay, around here as a possible support, and from there we will reevaluate. But once again, we need, it's early in the morning, we need some more follow through in the day to see where we are going at the market open. But we need leaders, okay, and for that I'll be looking for, we had big moves yesterday, okay, so I played some calls, I played with buying calls, but my main focus was actually on volatility, where I short volatility using VXX puts, and basically out of the gate when I saw this candle, I basically got puts 26, okay, and lock my gains, and at the end of the day we see some more downside filling the gap, and those puts 26 gone for more than $2 out of from the open at 50 cents, I believe. It gone all the way into more than $2, so it was a very profitable trade. So congratulations, everyone. Now VXX, it will be also a focus. How volatility is, okay, today. How it's going to handle? Are we going to and right now a little bit above yesterday close? I want to see if they will have here a bounce into 25, 26 on VXX, or if they go back below 24, then we can hold over some more. And if we hold over on volatility, we have room for the market to squeeze even higher, okay? Big expansion candles on many names. Apple, it was one of the names. Big expansion, okay? The first idea was to fill the gaps. I gave you the gaps yesterday on the morning call. I gave you the gaps. Honestly, I was not expecting those gaps to get filled so fast, and but indeed it happened. And we have here a very big bull case scenario, at least on the short term. But once again, I'm seeing this as an oversold bounce, at least for now. Oversold bounce, something as compared to this pullback here, an oversold bounce, okay? But we still, the charts are pretty much broken. We have room for upside, yes, but don't forget that for now this is still an oversold bounce inside a bear market action, okay? Now the Apple is at 162, okay, around here, not fading much. My line in the sand will be 160. I'll keep the bull case while it's at 160. So what I'll be looking, possible red to green move, needs above yesterday highs, okay, above 162.85 to go into the next level that I have around 165, 166. Above that, 168 if extends. But okay, on the way up, that's what I've been saying. On the way up, you should be trimming gains and raise the stops. If you're coming from here yesterday out of the gate, you have a big expansion for the upside. So you should be trimming gains at above 162, raise the stops on the rest, and keep riding the momentum while it lasts. When I'll be a little more bearish on Apple, if it breaks below 160, then I'll be a little more careful, looking for a possible holdover into 157. That's around half of the way, giving back half of yesterday big candle, and from there we will reevaluate. But for now, trying to give here some more room for continuation. AMD, it was a big move yesterday. I played a pullback here during the session on AMD here. I was looking for a possible fade here. I got stopped, and then I reversed once again, locked 75%, 70% profits here on this pullback, and it was a very nice way to generate cash flow. And after the lunch time, we saw here a breakout continuation above the resistance, retest the resistance, boom, resume back up, going into the high. So big move. Honestly, was not expecting such a big move, but it was a big short squeeze. Now what? Now we are at 117, so above yesterday highs. I want to see if it 117 holds. If it holds, it has the next level around 118, 119. And from there, a possible, once again, if you are long, in my opinion, you should be trimming profits on the way up. I want to see if it 117, 119 holds, okay, or if it's going to reverse sell and fading a little bit. If it fades a little bit, 1111, 1112, it will be my line in the sand, my support, okay. When I'll be extremely bullish, if it goes and stays above 120, then we can have a big short squeeze all the way into 125 for a big continuation. But once again, I need to see that price action. One of the names that I got yesterday, it was Boeing calls. I got calls 200 at 40 cents. I ride the momentum, I lock very nice gains, and those calls from 200 from 40 cents gone all the way into $1.70 and very nice. The goal, the idea was basically to fill the gap at 195.9. It filled the gap and it gone even higher. Nice oversold bounce here. Now what? Now I want to see what's next. Okay, are we going to go above yesterday highs, above 198.80? Then I'll be looking for 200. Okay, around this area. But once again, I'm dealing with this as an oversold bounce. The move was big, but yeah, we had it also on the past. But look what happened. Yes, if we have a day two, we should stall here for some time, revealed, and from there we will reevaluate. So if you are long, in my opinion, you should be trimming profits on the way, raise the stops, and wait for the next setup. On Facebook, also a big move. Every single name yesterday had a big move. Facebook from 190 all the way into 208. Right now on the pre-market session, not giving much, around 206. What I want to see, if 206 holds, if it's able to go from red to green, we have 208 and we have the next level 210, 211 as the next biggest level. For now, continue to deal with it as a oversold bounce. I'll be a little more bullish if it goes above 210, 211 for a possible resume into 220, but once again, I need to see it. If it goes below 206, watch out. We can give some of the gains back, and my line in the sand will be $200 as possible support. Okay, so also to keep on watch. Small caps, exactly the same thing, big bounce, basically making here a double bottom for the year. Okay, from January lows, February lows, almost to the penny, big bounce, and from yesterday lows. So now what? Now it's still very near the 8-day moving average. I want to see how it will deal with this resistance line. If it's able to break above 199, we have $201, $202 as the next level. But once again, same thing. If you are long, in my opinion, you should be trimming profits. I'm dealing with this, okay, very similar as the situation we had here, okay, on this pullback or even this one, okay. Yeah, we can have a continuation, but same thing on the way up, you should be trimming profits. The move was big, it should stall. The question is where it's going to stall, so play wisely. One of the names that I'll be looking at will be the financials, to be JP Morgan. Yesterday, it made actually very near kind of a double bottom here, very near January lows, actually a little bit above, just a few cents above the January lows, 139, and bounce. So what I'll be looking, it still has a big gap to fill. I'll be looking if it's able to go above yesterday highs, 145. If it goes above 145, looking to fill the gap all the way into 147.9. And from there we will reevaluate. So JP Morgan also a focus in the next couple of sessions. Microsoft, the move was just insane. It was one of the biggest movers that I've seen in a while. Microsoft from 271 all the way into 295, big range. Right now, not giving much of the gains. Okay, so what I want to see, if 292 it's going to hold. If it can go from red to green above 295, we have 298, $300 as the next biggest level. Okay, and once again, same thing. The move was big, so you should be trimming profits and raise your stops on the rest of the position. And it should stall. Okay, it should stall around this resistance. It will be extremely bullish if it breaks and stays above $302. Then for a move into 305, 310, can that happen? Yes, anything can happen on this market, but once again, in my opinion, you should be trimming your longs from yesterday and raise the stops on the rest, and be ready for a possible stall and possible fade a little bit from these recent gains. Support, once again, 292, okay, it will be a level. If it breaks below that, then I have 290, and below that, watch out, because it can give half of the way back, all the way into $285, $284 and that can be very, very ugly. NVDA is exactly the same. So NVDA was playing here for the gap fill. It filled the gap on Wednesday, yesterday. Big bounce from basically the same level from last month, okay, from January, making a double bottom. On the morning call, it was one of the ideas, double bottom here from 280, 208.88. Yesterday lows 208.9, so basically 2 cents above the January lows. They bought the dip with two hands. Now what? Now I want to see if it's able, right now fading small, 235. I want to see if 235 holds, if it's able to go from red to green above yesterday highs, above 238, to try to go into 240, okay, 240, 242. If it goes above 242, we have the next level 246, but exactly the same thing. On the way up, you should be trimming profits and looking for possible profit taking and increase your stops, because the move was big and it can stall and give some of the gains back. When I'll be a little more cautious, if it breaks on NVDA, goes below 235, it can give some of the gains back. First level 230, second level around 225, to give back half of the move from yesterday, okay? So, and playing here the range for some time. That can be a scenario, so also be careful. Looking for the cubes, exactly the same thing. Big explosion, made new lows on the year, 318, bounce, and getting very near the 8-day moving average. So exactly the same thing right now at 339, not giving much of the gains. I want to see if they are able to hold 338, okay? If yes, looking for a red to green above yesterday highs. We have 342 to 343. And the bull case needs above 343 to try to go into 350, the next level. And from there, you should be trimming most of the gains and wait for a resolution one way or the other. That's for the bull case continuation. But if we go below 338, okay, on the cubes, what I'll be looking possible fading, okay, giving back some of the gains, and my line in the sand will be 330, okay? So be also mentally prepared, because yeah, we can keep here the range, or we can break and go into the next level. So be prepared for both scenarios. Looking for the SPY, no difference, exactly the same thing, big explosion up. It still has more room. Right now at 425 around here. I want to see if 425 holds. For a red to green move, needs above 428.8 to try to go into the next big level. 433, it's also the 8-day moving average, okay? So that I want to see. When I'll become a little more bearish, if it breaks below 425, I'll be looking to give back some of the gains. I have 420 as one of the possible levels to stall, and of course yesterday lows, but that would be very, very ugly if we give back basically all yesterday move. Square also on watch. Square is gapping up this morning, 109, 110, very near this level, okay, 109. What I want to see if they are able to hold 109, okay? If it holds, it can extend all the way into 115, 110, 120, but here it's a zone to take profits, okay? So if extends for upside, you should be trimming profits all the way into 115, 120 if it goes. When we will flip gears, if it breaks below 108, okay, 108, looking for a possible fill, fade all the way into $99,100. We still have a gap to fill at 96, so something that I'll be watching today. Tesla, also big expansion up yesterday. What I was saying, 1, 2, 3, 4, day 5, you look to trim the gains on the shorts and look for a bounce. Before the market open on the live session, I said $700 is a level. If it breaks below $700, we have 650, but $700 is a big level on options. So see how it reacts, $700. So out of the gate, boom, okay, big candle, huge use more than 2 million shares out of the gate, buying the dip from $700 to the penny. So they basically defended that level of $700 and bounced and filled the gap. Honestly, I was not expecting this move to fill the gap so quick. I didn't take any action, but it got even higher from the bottom to the top. $100 move intraday. It was insane. So congratulations to everyone that got into long here. Now what? Now it's gapping up this morning at 8:14. I want to see if they hold here. If they don't hold 8:10, watch for a gap fill all the way into 8:02, okay? If extends, it has room to go into the next big level around 8:40, okay? So that will be a level. So a summary, we are having a very nice oversold bounce. That was one of the ideas from yesterday, possible oversold bounce on day 5 on the pullback. Now we want to see the size of the bounce. The size of the bounce will give us clues on what's next. If it was only yesterday and if we start giving back and market not able to go from red to green, okay, if on an expected move for continuation for day 2, you should be expecting a red to green move, okay, and hold the green and hold above yesterday highs. Need to go above yesterday highs and hold above yesterday highs for continuation. Okay, and I already show you the next levels, the 8 and 21 day moving average. But on the move up, you should be trimming gains, raising the stops and trimming gains on the rest. But we need to see it. Okay, if volatility spikes and if we break below the pre-market lows, then we can give as most as 50% of yesterday move. Okay, so you put your levels in the middle of yesterday candle as possible. If we fade, a possible fade all the way into 50% of the move. It will be very bearish if we give back yesterday day, all yesterday day, it will be extremely bearish. But once again, don't forget, for now, on this market, we are this, and I'm dealing with it as an oversold bounce for now, okay? Since we break down here, we have the extended down, we have sharp rallies, but those are sharp rallies inside of a bear market, okay? Until we start seeing higher highs, higher lows, I will deal with it as an oversold bounce. So be very careful, okay? So at 9 a.m. we start the live session. So hope to see you there. Live session on Discord. So stay tuned for more. Wish you all great trading and stay safe. Bye bye everyone.